morning, good morning, and welcome to this music anthropology. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Monday's lesson was personal self music and connection to personal self, which was taking care of your personal health. Yesterday's lesson was on harsh criticism, how to tell the truth in 4 minutes or less in order to get the point across. Do not come near me. Today's lesson in music is politics, how to get to the point to a politician in 4 minutes or less. Okay? And yes, sometimes because music is attached to politics, we have what's called an extended version in music, or we have a movie version, which then turns out to be a 10 minutes duration due to it being attracted to politics and speeches and plagiarism and all that type of stuff. Okay? So, the reason why we do have music that is longer than 4 minutes is the fact that those are a much harsher content and it takes a lot longer for a politician in order to understand the situation without it being 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes. So that's why we have inscriptions of 10-minute music videos, which is a short film that is pretty much geared towards speaking to that of those in politics and those that claim to be politicians that don't have an understanding of the value of what politics is and how to allow politics to teach you and not to degrade you to become less than who you are. Politics is supposed to help you to become a better person because you get to know the community members more and not to degrade yourself or to degrade a community member. If you use politics to degrade a community member, that community member can now take your political views and degrade you as a politician by finding out exactly how you live your lifestyle and what you do in private in order to make you as the politician uncomfortable, which is why, because I'm also in the political field, you've all heard what Kamala Harris has said. I'm even shocked that she has said it herself, which is why I have been open, honest, and just from the beginning in telling you everything about myself so that there is absolutely nothing that can be used or said against me that I have not said personally myself right here on the internet in where you will be able to see it. So if there's a politician that hasn't said anything about themselves, it means that they are absolutely hiding something. They're hiding something about why they ran for politics in the first place. They are absolutely hiding something about the way that they treat community members as well. They are absolutely hiding something, and there is something to be said in the fact of what are you hiding and why are you not producing outside of time when it's time for a voting season to begin and to end? Why are you not producing outside of that time? Why are you only waiting for political time in order to try and say that you've produced? What are you really producing during this time? Or are you producing something that you've plagiarized from someone else? Because if you're waiting for political time to produce anything, it means that there must be some type of plagiarism that is going on, meaning that you have not studied and you have not grown and you have no opportunity to understand the request of the community and how to get to know what goes on behind the scenes in order to be behind the scenes. You can't be behind the scenes if you have not studied the forefront of a community. You have to study the forefront of a community in order to be behind the scenes in a community where now the community can say, we can respect the fact that she's asked for peace and quiet because she studied us in factors and she knows what we go through on a day-to-day level, and she is for us and she is with us. But if your point of view is, oh, I'm only coming out to show myself because it's voting season, what do you want us to vote for you for? Like, what do you, we don't know nothing about you outside of voting season. We don't know what you do outside of before October 10th shows up. We don't know what you do outside of November 4th before November 4th shows up for the US election. We don't know anything. So, how are we supposed to vote for you based off of hearsay unless we know who you are? And they will find out. They will absolutely find out about who you are, so you might as well tell them. You might as well tell them who you are and what you do because these people are very tenacious, and if they want to find out about somebody, they're going to find out about that person. And they're going to find out whether or not they want to work with you or they want to destroy you. So do your due diligence and just let the people know about who you are because they are going to find out and they're going to bring you down whether they like you or not. Once there is any negativity in who you are as a person, they're going to bring you down. I'm telling you that right now. They're going to do it. Anyways, let's get into music anthropology, which is politics. The song Alicia Keys' Falling. I keep on falling in and out of love with you. Sometimes I love you, sometimes you make me blue. Sometimes I feel good, at times I feel used. Loving you, darling, makes me feel so confused. People trying to buy you to say that you told the lie on yourself from the beginning. No, I didn't. Every time the lie comes to me at the forefront, I research, I get the person, and I replenish the lie by appropriating the person who started the lie in the first place. I never, ever, ever leave a lie told unreplenished by not finding out why you told a lie about me in the first place. Ever. Ego, Beyonce, still studying the lyrics, so I won't be able to provide the lyrics, but I do know the song. Still studying the lyrics. There's a difference between knowing a song and studying the lyrics. There's an absolute difference between knowing a song and studying the lyrics. Trust me, music is a lot deeper than what you want it to make it to be. Anyways, Ego, Beyonce, they thought they could buy me to cause me pain by showing me what they would do if I were to join their team and sell them my own notes to hurt my own family on purpose. Why would I want to hurt my own family? Why would I do that? I care about my family. And I show the care about my family. I show the care. Because apparently, yes, I struggle with depression, but having my father help me send my child off to school says that I don't care. Because when my child comes in and looks at me and says, "Oh, she's supposed to know that I'm sick without me telling her," there's a PA day coming up this Friday. There's no need for my child to miss school this Friday when there's already a PA day set in place. So my child can go to school for 4 days because they have one day off that's coming already. You understand me? So there's no reason for my child, with the help of my father, to miss school when there's already a PA day that is already set in place for September 27th, 2024. So why is my child all of a sudden so sick? Because someone obviously doesn't know the school schedule, or they think I'm dumb and stupid to not know that there's a PA day coming, which is literally in 48 hours. There's a PA day, which is Friday, the 27th of September. Hello? And all of a sudden, I'm sick. I have a headache. My stomach hurts. 2 more days, boy. 2 more days. 2 more damn days, and then you can take the day off from school because that's what I pay for with my taxes. 2 more damn days. 2 more days. Get your ass to school. The boy is mine, Brandy and Monica. That boy is mine. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. He belongs to me. That boy is mine. You need to give it up. I've had about enough. He belongs to me. The boy is mine. It's time we get this straight. Many people thought that if I failed and sold my notes, that Michael would, well, you know, tell me that he's done because I'm dumb and stupid. But I've proven to Michael that I'm not that dumb and stupid, and I'll keep proving it to him every day until I'm dead physically. I'll do it by not giving you not a damn thing. Okay? So you all thought that Michael was going to say, "I'm through with her because she's giving people stuff that I've helped her to overcome." And you all think that because he's helped me to overcome, I'm going to degrade him and give you my notes in what he's helped me to overcome with? I don't think so. When someone helps you to overcome and cross over that small little bridge, guess what? That small little bridge then becomes a much larger bridge because you overcame that bridge and someone has now attached something else to that small little bridge and they come looking for you. How'd you get over that? How'd you get over it? So I ain't degrading Michael Strahan by giving you nothing because Michael Strahan is worth being lifted and not being downgraded to nothing. That's why Beyonce has the song that says, "Mama, let me upgrade you." That's not for this topic, but it's connected. Anyways, soldier, Destiny's Child. I need a soldier that is here to stand up for me. Know to carry big things, if you know what I mean. If your status ain't heard, I ain't telling it. Nothing. If you're looking for me, I need a soldier that is here to stand up for me, that know to carry big things, if you know what I mean. Destiny's Child. Michael never plans to leave me for any of them. all of them that say they know how to do some type of hairstyle. All y'all bitches be running away from getting your hair done as a child, and all of a sudden y'all now hairdressers at the age of 30. First of all, why didn't you sit your ass down at the age of 5 to get your hair done? You running hiding under the damn table. You thought your grandmother couldn't see you under the table in the beginning? Duh. Your grandmother could see you under the table. She was just waiting for you to get out so she can get your hair done. So guess what she go do? She go call Auntie Patricia. She don't want to get her hair done. Now you drop her out. Come out and go get your hair done. And all of a sudden, you're now a hairdresser where you have four people's children that scream out in pain and say, "Damn, she pulling on my scalp and it hurts." Oh, gee, you're a child. You're not feeling any of the pain that I'm pulling on your head. What type of child? What type of pain is they not feeling? If you felt the pain, they is feeling the pain too, boo boo. They is feeling the pain. Let the child tell you when you're pulling too tough on their head, and then you put a little less pressure in that area so that the child's head don't start bleeding and showing pink, which shows signs of abuse in the child's head. That's all I'm saying. Family Affair, Mary J. Blige, another song that I'm studying in the note of the lyrics and the words, but the meaning behind it speaks on the topic in and towards politics. Hold your family close, even at the grasp of the enemy. Brokenness allows the enemy to enter into the home and cause problems when they were not invited, unless someone told them about the specific problem. Okay? So when I tell someone about a specific problem, it's because I know that someone out there has already spoken about it and I'm giving my truthful version of that problem. So I don't talk the business unless someone else has said something and has called my name and attached my name to a lie. So I will go to that person, I find out who the person is, and I say, "Yo, what up? This is the truth of the matter of the fact is." Shake it off, Mariah Carey. I gotta shake it off, 'cause you know it ain't the same, and can't be playing games. I gotta shake, shake, shake it off, shake, shake, shake it off. Mariah Carey, have fun while fighting off the enemy's attacks on your family, but don't let the enemy know when you are having fun. Wait until the enemy is out of sight, out of mind. They can't even see you having fun because they won't even ever be able to say that I was the one who produced that because you did not produce nothing out of this. Sierra, one two step. Let me see your one two step. I love it when you're one two step. Breathe. Once again, don't let the enemy know when you are breathing. They are trying to attach themselves to your breathing. And when you let the enemy attach themselves to your breathing by letting them know that you are taking a break, it gives the enemy time to plan in order to take your stuff away from you. So don't let the enemy know when you are taking a break. Take a break. God comes like a thief in the night and he takes you in order so you can take a break, which is why I produce myself as different characters so the enemy will never say, "Oh, I created that Alicia Keys." No, you didn't. Because you don't even know it's me being Alicia Keys when I'm being Alicia Keys. Because I know how to use a concealer in order to change the shape of my face in order to become that of Alicia Keys. You don't know nothing about makeup, which is why you hired other people to do makeup, to say you know a little something. You got to know it for yourself first in order to talk about it. Karma, Alicia Keys. What goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. Now who's crying, desiring to come back? I remember when I was sitting home alone, waiting for you at 3 o'clock in the morning, night after night, knowing something going on. Lord knows it wasn't easy, believe me. Because I never thought you'd be the one to deceive me and never do what you're supposed to do. Now that I'm over you, what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. Now who's crying, desiring to come back to when you plan to hurt someone or have caused hurt to someone, that same hurt that you did to them always has a way to find its way back to the one that caused the pain. Such as Jagmeet Singh trying to have my father be arrested for using mouthwash and saying that he's drinking alcohol. Now, I'm not saying that my dad doesn't drink alcohol, but my dad also knows his level and when he can hold out and when he's had just a little bit too much for his body type. My dad knows when to cut himself off from a drinking binge. My dad knows even when his stomach is hurting and he's going to throw up and he hasn't had any alcohol because I literally looked at him and said, "Did you drink anything that may have caused your stomach?" "No, I didn't drink anything." And then I tell him to set up a doctor's appointment in order to get a test done, in order to check his system, to find out he has a whole lot of polyps stuck in one area of his body. And you're going to tell me that you're going to use that to say that my father has an alcohol problem because you don't know what a polyp is? Hmm? I'll bring you back what a polyp is in another video, Jackie. Which brings us back to family affair, Mary J. Blige. Pay attention to what's happening in your family and find out who's doing it from your own family first before you adjust the blame to someone else outside. Because someone else in the family started it by saying something, and they usually said it because they're not getting what they want. And they're not getting it when they want it. That's why someone from inside the family starts a lie and says the complete opposite of what they think they know about you. Leave other people's families out of your own life problems. Otherwise, karma will hit you in the ass the way you expected it for the person's name that you keep calling in the problem. Jennifer Lopez, love don't cost a thing. Love don't cost a thing. First of all, what is a wedding? You have to pay to be married in this society. You have to pay the baker, you have to pay for the dress, you have to pay for the shoes, you have to pay for the jewelry. What is a wedding if you have to pay for all that? Why don't he just here? You don't have to pay for that. Here, I want you. You don't have to pay for that. I'll pay for it. I'll take care of it. I'll get your body measurements correct. Why do I gotta pay for that if you want me to spend the rest of my life with you? I shouldn't have to pay for that. in order to prove that you want to be a part of my life. Now, if I were to be the one to ask you to marry me, I'm the one that would have to pay for that, yes. Because I asked you. But you're going to ask me that question. Make sure that you have the money in order to prove that asking the question and the answer you get, which is usually a yes, is actually worth the priority in asking the question. Goodies, Sierra. Still studying the lyrics, so I want to make sure that when I bring you the lyrics to Goodies, that I can bring you the lyrics properly and not even let nobody be able to touch that. So when I have the lyrics to Goodies down properly, I'll bring it. Take care of your body. Even in difficult times, don't let your body show the signs of the fact that there is something bothering you. And I do this all the time. When my depression is bothering me, I do not turn on the camera and produce. Because I don't want people, even through the wearing of makeup, to see that depression take on a face of its own due to the fact that I create so much characters with my face and my body and my clothing. The sign of the depression will try to create a character of its own through the use of you producing, because you're telling that depression that I want you to become something by producing when you are struggling with depression. So take time off and don't produce when your own health is not equal to be able to be produced on that physical day and timing to produce. Don't produce when you are not well. Wait until you are healthy again to produce in the way that people know you to produce truthfully. The case of the X. Somebody please explain that to me because I don't know what the case of the X is. I need somebody to explain that to me. Obviously, the song exists because there is a case of the X in my life, but what is the case of the X? Because I've never been through a divorce, I've never been through a separation from a male aspect. From a female, yes, but I've never ever been through a separation from a male where I can say I've ever been harmed by a male other than sexually as a child when it was not asked for by me. Um, so I don't know what the case of the ex is. When people talk about breakups and makeups and shakeups of Taylor Swift, I don't know what the case of the ex is. I don't know what Taylor Swift means when she talks about her ex boyfriends. I don't know what she means. Is she talking about her ex problems? If she's talking about her ex problems, then I definitely understand that. But an actual male that has a physical body that's not a problem is the somebody please explain to me what the case of the X is by the singer Maya MYA. Explain that to me. Leave, Jojo. I'm still sitting on the same bed, Jagmeet Singh, in the same house after that dryer stint and that abuse stint that you set up. Because now they're watching what you did to me that day. I'm still sitting here telling the child to call 911 and then telling me that I've got to leave. I'm still here. Where is you? That is what I mean by karma. The same thing that you try to do to someone else is because you knew that it would happen to you in order to see if you would be able to fight it off. And now you can't even bloody well fight it off because of the fact that you put your energy in putting that harm on someone else. And now you don't even have that person to cause that pain to them again because you're going through it, and you will never be able to find out who damn well did it to you because you'll be too weak to say anything to them about what they did to you because you know that you were in the wrong for setting the attack up on me, and now karma has brought itself back to you. So swing, little bitch, and get the fuck up out of here, because I ain't doing nothing to help you with that shit because of what you did to me, in order to try and figure out if your ass would have the strength to fight back the way I did. The answer? No, bitch, you don't. And you have a penis, too. Deja vu. No deja vu, just me. Baby, I can't go anywhere without thinking that you're there. Cause you see, everywhere it's true. Gotta be having deja vu. In my mind, I want you here. Gotta explain, I don't care. Is it because I'm missing you that I'm having deja vu? Boy, I try to catch myself, but I'm out of control. Your sexiness is so appealing, I can't let it go. And know that I can't get over you, cause everything I see is you, and I don't want no substitute. And baby, I swear it's deja vu. Know that I can't get over you, cause everything and I no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. The city's by-election, basically, is what that song speaks of. Is this just an excuse to tell the larger leadership why the person didn't vote for them? Why is Jagmeet Singh trying to have a by-election run in a leadership race? In order to have a leadership race, it means that you need to have your electoral candidates already handpicked and already hand chosen, which means Jagmeet Singh has broken the political law in having his team handpicked before it is time to vote, meaning that Jagmeet Singh has absolutely no opportunity in garnering the vote of a Canadian because he has no political members and no political candidates from any riding in order to back him up. So, what are you running in a leadership race for if you don't have any local candidates to run for you in 2024? Because if you can't show up to do the job, you gotta be able to have a political candidate who can step in your place and do the job for you the way that they know that you would do the job themselves. Kaleidoscope, Alicia Keys. Another song that I'm studying. Kaleidoscope for me. How do I describe a kaleidoscope? A kaleidoscope is more like that of a boomerang effect. If y'all know what a boomerang is, y'all know that a boomerang is a triangle that is curved instead of straight in order to help it flip continuously. Because if the edge is straight, the boomerang is just going to get stuck after one flip. We've seen that. You know that when you have a disc, which is a circle, you have the circular disc that tells you keep throwing, keep going, because it's a frisbee, and a frisbee will keep going until there's no more air for the frisbee to land on the ground. So a kaleidoscope is either a boomerang or a frisbee of some type that can stay in the air until the wind tells that object to fall to the ground or to land in a treetop. So that's pretty much the song Kaleidoscope. Something that is always turning and churning, only ever waiting for the wind to tell it to stop. So there has to be someone out there who can and will tell Belly Gillingham to stop throwing them rats. There has to be someone out there who will and must tell him to stop doing it. There has to be someone out there who is willing and must tell Jagmeet Singh to sit your ass down because you have nothing to offer the Canadians in no political field. There must be someone out there who can stop Jagmeet Singh from instructing Belly Gillingham to attack her because she's not voting for Jagmeet Singh to have a candidate. Because if there's someone who tells me when to do, what to do, and how to do, there's someone out there who tells Jagmeet Singh when to do, what to do, and how to do. There's someone out there who tells Belly Gillingham when to do, what to do, and how to do as well. There's someone out there, there's something out there that must put an end and must put a stop to all of this completely. There must be someone because there's someone to stop me from going too far. There's someone to stop you, and there's someone to stop you. And I'm going to keep pushing, and I'm going to keep saying your name until that person shows up in order to kaleidoscope your ass. The both of you. With that being said, that is it for this portion of music and how to relate it to politics properly. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.